Sometimes when some of these European citizens or the people in the West here see Africans, they say, "What are you doing here? Go back to your country." You just but only laugh, because even their country is in those people's country, where they are asking those people, "What are they doing here? Why can't they go back to their country?" Their company have embassies there. They have companies there. They are making millions of euros on daily basis in these countries. So apparently, just from denied visa applications, the people that applied for EU visas and they did not meet the requirement that was what was required of them for them to be able to be eligible for these visas. So these visas were denied them. EU made 130 million euros. Because you know that when a visa is denied you, your visa fee is never being returned. So from such a visa fee that was denied, they made 130 million euros. EU government rake in 130 million per year in rejected visa application fees, dubbed as reverse remittance, according to the new analysis shared with EU Observer. The cost of Schengen visas rejections in 2023 was 130 million euros, up from 105 in 2022. The data compiled by Marta Foresti and Otto Matiganza at Lago Collective finds. So in 2022, such rejected visa applications racked up 105 million euros for the EU in 2022. But in 2023, it increased by 25 million euros. So in 2023, such rejected applications racked 130 million euros for the EU. The total sum is likely to increase in 2024, since the visa application fee to travel to the EU will increase from 80 to 90 euros for adults on June 11, following a recent decision by the EU Commission. The UK, meanwhile, raised 44 million pounds, 50 million euro in rejected fees. The fees are non-refundable regardless of the outcome. The figures do not account for the costs incurred by not being able to travel for business or leisure, or bills for legal advice and private agencies involved in processing visa applications. African and Asia countries bear 90% of the cost for rejected Schengen visas. So, please, my African brothers and sisters and the people from Asia, we can now see that we ranked 90% of rejected visa applications in the EU. We can now see that we are the one generating this 130 million, that generated this 130 million euros for them last year, and of which they have increased the visa fee now, and they are expecting that 130 million euros to increase this year. My plea with my African brothers and sisters, and even people from Asia, before you apply for visa in the EU, make sure you go and check if you have the requirement. So you will not take your hard-earned money and be putting in their purse, because you cannot pour water, use a bucket to pour water in a river, and I think that water you use you poured from a bucket into a river will overwhelm the river. Is not possible. So before you apply for your visa in the EU or in any of the EU countries or embassies, please make sure you have everything 101%, so that they will have no reason to reject your visas, and they will still have your money at the end. So when you're paying your money, you will know that you are receiving what you are paying for. That is my plead with my African brothers and sisters and people from Asia. Make sure you have what it takes, because they have increased the fee now, and they are expecting that this 130 million euro they received from these rejected visa applications 2023 will increase in 2024. The data also shows that rejection rates of short-term visit visas to Europe and the UK are higher for lower and middle income countries. African countries in particular are proportionately affected with rejection rates as high as 40 to 50% for Ghana, Senegal, and Nigeria. So this one now goes to my people from Ghana, Senegal, and Nigeria. You can see that when it comes to short-term visa or visit visa within Europe and UK for low and middle income countries, African countries in particular, are disproportionately affected with rejection rates as high as. That means the people from Ghana, Senegal, and Nigeria have up from 40 to 50% that they will be denied visa because they are not meeting the requirements. So people from Ghana, Senegal, and Nigeria, learn from this one, please, because the visa fee have now been increased. Yes. So that is not easy in Senegal, it's not easy in Ghana, it's not easy in Nigeria. So if you're paying them this visa fee, you'll be getting what you paid for. So you will not go and pay them at the end of the day, they deny you. And by next year, will still be here, God willing, and still make a video about it, and you will be counted among the people that is generating these millions of euros for them. Because in 2022, it was 105 euros. For 105 million euros. 2023 now is 130. That is to say it increased with 25 million euros. And now they have increased the price. By 2024 is definitely going to increase. So don't be part of the people that will go and take their hard-earned money and pay them to be servicing their economy, to be generating revenues for them here. And at the end of the day, you're not getting what you're paying for. The largest number of visa applications to the EU come from Morocco, Algeria, according to the data. So the people from Morocco and Algeria have the highest number of visa applications, which that is to even say that these people from Morocco and Algeria stands better chance because they are meeting the obligations. So they are among the people that are getting the visa compared to people from Ghana, Senegal, and Nigeria. So we should try to do better. People from Ghana, Senegal, and Nigeria should learn from people from Morocco and Algeria to do better. That your visa applications will increase and you will meet the requirement and get the visa because you paid for it.